Hey, what's up guys? It's Artbook Addiction here, and we're here with a new art book review. So today, we're going to be looking at the art of Julie Bell. I'm pretty new to Julie Bell as an artist, right? But she was a Marvel artist, I think, for the longest time, right? And, you know, as you can see right here from the work, that she is good, okay? She is like whoa, right? I think, you know, definitely inspired by Frazetta, right? The work is just incredible, right? I'm pretty sure she works in oil, but either way, it's just really good work. As you can tell from the top of the book, this is a German file, right? But it doesn't matter, dude, because the artwork is fantastic, and I'm not here to read it to you guys. I'm here to look at the art, all right? But yeah, Julie Bell, really fantastic. I started looking at her work just overall, and I was just like really impressed, right? Some of the artists from like back in the 90s to early 2000s, just truly incredible work. You know what I mean? Like, wow. Like compared to today, like you know, and she's still making stuff. She's just a fine artist now, right? And her work is even better now. But like I said, like those early Marvel artists, just not early Marvel, but like you know, DC and Marvel, like they had some truly incredible artists doing like their covers and stuff like that. It's like just wow, right? I'm really excited to show it to you guys. But yeah, before we start the video, please hit that like, hit that subscribe. Check out my Princeton Patreon if you want to support the channel. And with that, let's get into this. Alright. So this file is a e-comic file, right? So unfortunately, zooming in and all that stuff is not going to be as easy, right? So we're just going to stick with this for right now. If I need to zoom in, I'll have to do some stuff, right? But yeah, let's just take a look at the cover right now. This is just fantastic right here. Like, wow. Oh my goodness. And you can see right here, it's a beautiful woman, right? And I think she's like sitting on top of some kind of fish, right? Like some kind of giant fish. And you know, you can see the obvious comparisons to Frazetta, right? Like, just like, you know, the musculature, the focus on the muscles, right? A little bit of culture right here, very nice, right? And you know, just like the mythical kind of look. You'll notice it when I look into it more. But I just wanted to cover the cover, you know what I mean? Because you know how like sometimes that bites me in the ass later because they don't have this image inside of the art book, right? But let's get into this. Let's dive in. As you can see, it's all German, right? The e-comics, they have these like little like kind of like faded borders, which I don't really like, but just not really much I could do about it. Here we go, the art of Julie Bell. You can see, look at that, dude. Come on, that's just a preview of what we're gonna get into. All right. Yep. Okay. Yep. All right. So, as you can see, she is talented. All right, now we're gonna try to zoom. We're gonna try to zoom. This is gonna be annoying. Just bear with me. Okay. Does this still work? Yes. Okay. So as you can see, she is very talented. Okay. Her husband is Boris Vallejo, I believe, right? Who did the really good Vampirella covers, if you guys remember, right? And just like those, and they're married, and I'm like, dude, the amount of art power, like just between the two, I'm like, is ridiculous, dude, right? Like, I'm like, oh my god, dude, the skill and talent of both of those people together, I'm just like, Jesus. And you can see that, like, if you look at both of their art, they kind of like mix with each other, so you could tell that they probably learned a lot from one another, right? Yeah, look at this, dude. This is like classic stuff right here, dude. You know what I mean? This is like, wow. Let's see. Oh, I can do this. And man, like, I'm telling you, dude, this is when Marvel was on top, dude. Marvel and DC, like the comics, American comics, were truly at their best. You know what I mean? Look at the Silver Surfer, dude. Wow. The color, the musculature, the presentation, just gorgeous, man. Look at those hands. Wow. Yeah, you could tell they probably had models too. Like, you know, like when you have models, it just makes life easier, dude. Like when I get models, dude, like I know my work is just gonna improve like tenfold, because it just makes, like, you know, because I usually compile ref, right? I usually get like reference from like the internet, and like I kind of like Frankenstein it together, right? And you know, you that's a skill, you know, and you get better at it, right? But actually having like a model like in costume posing or something like that, and you can control the lighting and stuff like that, it's just it just improves your work, man. You know what I mean, right? Like the old artists, you know, they emphasize models a lot, right? Not saying like, you know, like 90s artists. I'm talking about like, you know, old, like truly old artists. This piece I don't like as much. I don't like this one as much. There's something off about like his arm right here, or his shoulder or something. He looks kind of like awkward a little bit, right? But it's still impressive in terms of like render. You know, it's just like that's something I'm gonna bitch about, but like other people would be like, dude, like, whoa, you know, right? Yeah. Like, I gotta respect good render, dude. You know what I mean? Nope. Sorry, this thing's a little finicky sometimes. Yeah, I don't really like using the e-comics. I prefer having the JPEGs and just, you know, going for it. You can see right here we got some studies, right? Yeah. Very nice. I guess she was using that to get to this right here. We got Rogue. I thought this was like part of the moon, but it's not. It's just her her little white tuft, right? And dude, I love Rogue's classic outfit, man. And as you can see, you know, like she really emphasizes the anatomy, right? You know, you could almost see like the entire anatomy, like when like, you know, normally you wouldn't, right? Because you see this fabric right here. This would probably be like leather or something. Yeah, like a leather, and you wouldn't see the bone structure like this, because unless it's like a freaking like skin tight suit, right? But or the rib cage here, you know, like, but they show it just to, you know, give reference to what's happening underneath, right? And that's fine. That's part of stylization. And you can see like they show a little bit of nip, you know, a little bit of ooh, a little bit of sexy, right? And that's another thing I really respect, you know, like what I love about like a lot of female artists is that they like the sexy dude, you know, right? Not all of them, right? But a good portion really enjoy the female figure, you know, which like all artists should. You know what I mean? Like all artists, like they should enjoy the male and the female figure. There is credence to both, right? And there's beauty in both. You know what I mean? Who's this? Is that Doctor Strange, dude? I was like, is that the Eye of Agamemnon, dude? Damn. Wow, this is so cool. Look at those hands, dude. Look how many different colors are in those hands. Let's take a look. Hold on. Let's zoom in just a bit more. Oh, stop. Okay. We've zoomed too far. Let's take a look. What is she using? Pretty sure she's using oil. Either that or some kind of pastel. Okay, so on further inspection, I believe this to be either oil, gouache, or pastels, right? One of the opaque mediums, right? It's hard to tell because she doesn't really leave that much like brush work to really figure it out. But I'm pretty sure she works in oil because, you know, it's like this kind of finish is indicative of oil. But you know, it could be gouache because, you know, gouache is basically like oil, just a little bit more watered down. Okay, so you can see this is some of her ink work, right? And I'll be honest, this is not quite as impressive as her paint work, right? So the question is, right, how does someone who does something like this, right? Oh, that's actually, it's Vampirella, so this actually works out. Oh, dude, Stop. Okay. I hate e-comics, okay? If it wasn't, you know, clear enough, I fucking hate this shit. So yeah, if you guys remember from my Vampirella review, you know, this cover was you know, pretty nice. Not the biggest fan of the face, honestly, but the render is very, very impressive, right? So how do you get from this to this, right? Oh, she actually did this after, which is kind of funny. So this really shows like the what happens when an artist is out of their element, right? Some people, this is the difference. Okay, basically this is the difference between someone who's good at line and someone who's good at shape, right? So some people, no matter how good they are at line, right, cannot do shape, right? Cannot do something like this, right? And some people who are super good at shape, super really like fantastic at shape, may not produce the best line, okay, right? So it's like mass versus outline, right? And some people, like artists, that we're just, you know, we're built to be good in a certain way, right? And, you know, not saying like, you know, you can't get good at line, you can't improve, right? But there's people, like, you know, your natural inclination you'll usually just be better at, just naturally, you know what I mean? It's just the way it is, you know what I mean? So like when I saw this picture, people will be like, well, how could someone like who's so skilled produce something like this? And it's not bad, it's not like the worst, you know, but it's definitely not the best, right? Like you've seen some of the like really good line artists, and they're like they'll blow her out of the water, right? And that's just because, you know, there's the natural inclination towards line or shape, right? And depending on which one you are, you're gonna have different results, right? Like look at this, like I doubt there's a lot of line artists who could do something like this, you know what I mean? And that's just the way it is. That's just the way it is with art, right? And so knowing what kind of artist you are can really help you decipher like what direction you want to go, right? And realize that, like, you know, in a lot of regards, like, you're gonna be limited to the other side, right? But it's good to strengthen both sides because you know, you're like, with learning better line, you're gonna make better artwork, right? And it'll improve your shape, right, and stuff like that. And it's just, and like, you know, if you're good at line, learning how to do shape really well, right, and learning how to render really well is going to improve your line work, right? But the natural inclination of what team you pick, right, will always show the better artwork, right? That's just going to be the case, and it sucks, but, you know, also it's like it's kind of cool because it means that, like, you have your own domain, You know what I mean? Your medium, your domain, right? But like I said, it's really important to improve both aspects because they come as one in the end, right? And you know, you can't have shape without line, and you can't have line without. I mean, you can't have line without shape, right? But you know, that's just how far you render, basically, right? But you get what I'm saying, right? There's like, you know, you got to improve both sides of the spectrum. Is that... I keep thinking this is Wolverine, but I don't think it is. Is that Cable? I don't know. But yeah, we got the Beastman, right? And we got who is he? I don't know who he is. Or whichever X-Men, right? I think it's Wolverine. I'm not sure, right? But you can see that this is just like, wow. Like I'm telling you, dude, this is that classic shit, man. I'm telling you. That mountain needs a little work though, you know. But the rest of this, dude, the figures, just great, dude. Just fantastic. Yeah. You know, I gotta respect good artwork, man. You know, at the end of the day. And you could see, I'm telling you, you could really see the Frazetta like inspiration, right? You could see right here, like, how like the background kind of fades back a little bit, right? That's definitely like Frazetta, and the shapes of the trees right here, and the bush, right? You could totally tell that she was super inspired by Frazetta. Let's take a closer look. Okay. See, so we got Spiderman. Right, we got Spiderman and we got Lizardman, right? I don't know who he is, but like, look at that, dude. Look at the cloth work, the texture of the lizard tail. That's just expertly done, man. Look at that foot shape. That's so cool, dude. Look at all the muscles, dude, on Spider-Man, dude, just bulging through the suit. You know what I mean? Wow, like this work is very intricate, very detailed, you know. Like personally, for my work, I don't go this detailed, right? It's I feel like it for me, like it does more harm than good, right? Because like I don't necessarily need to see his arm, like, you know, with all these, like, you know, veins and shit, you know what I mean? Like, of course you want to show the musculature, but you don't need to show like you know, like as if the suit was like paper thin, right? But you know, that's the kind of artwork this is, right? And you know, she does it really, really well, you know what I mean? But either way, dude, just this is fantastic, right? See, something like, hold up, there you go, hold on. Just trying to get the zoom back into place. There we go. Okay. So, ooh, the horse anatomy here is not the best. Yeah. Oh, ooh, yeah. You can tell. Yeah, you can tell this is not the best horse anatomy, right? Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, to the uninitiated, they'll be like, oh, it's a horse, you know, like you know, it's not really noticeable. But to those who really know about horse anatomy, which I do, this is not the best. You can see like they try to use like almost like an elbow, like a human arm right here. This doesn't really work. But either way, really strong piece, dude. I like the composition. I like the drama of what's going on right here. I don't know who this hero is. I don't know who this human is. Either way, this is really, really nice. Yeah, and like I said, dude, come on, can you not see the Frazetta? Come on, like that's like all I see, dude. I'm just like, wow, dude, she must have been a huge Frazetta fan, dude. Oh no. Ooh, and here we go. We got the Phoenix, and we have Magneto. And look at just look at that, dude. Just look at the power, the flair, right? Wow. You can tell that she really likes figure. You know what I mean? I feel like background not so much, but the figure, dude. She is a huge figure person, right? Look at that. Dude. Look at all the anatomy happening right here. Hold on. Stop. There we go. Look at all this shit going on right here, dude. This is wow. Wow, you got a lot of booba, right? Damn, dude. Look at those abs. Look at fucking Magneto, dude. Look at his, like, ripped, you know? See, it's images like this that make you feel like, you know, like these are like the new gods. You know what I mean? Right? This is like we don't know Poseidon's story anymore. We know about like Batman's story, you know, like fucking the X-Men. You know what I mean? Like these are the new gods, dude. And this artwork like really shows that. Fantastic, man. Yeah. Super cool. Though I'm not the biggest fan of that of this what's his name? Fucking what's his name? Death Rider, Skull Rider, Ghost Rider. There we go, Ghost Rider. Yeah, not the biggest fan of this Ghost Rider, unfortunately. I'm trying to like there's a lot of stuff like covering up other stuff. I think this is like a motorcycle. You know, his motorcycle. But as you can see, it's kind of covering up the figure. The composition could use some work right here. But this is cool. Who's this? Is this that vampire guy that what's his name's playing? I don't like this skull. There's something about it. I don't know what it is. Hold on, let's take a closer look. Stop. Oh my god, stop. Oh my god. Hold on. Okay. I hate this program, dude. For review purposes. You know, as a reader, it's fine. I think it's because she didn't put the other part of the side of the jaw, so it doesn't feel connected. Yeah. Nothing like maybe the skull holes are too small. I don't know. Like, I know it's trying to like show expression, but like, yeah. I see. There's sometimes where the anatomy is sacrificed, or the emphasis on anatomy sacrifices like how cool an outfit is, right? Because you know this design as a you know as Ghost Rider's design like this, like I've seen much better Ghost Rider designs, but that you know it may not be her fault, right? Here we go. Oh, this is nice. Okay, so I don't know if this is true or not, okay, but I've seen Julie Bell, right? I've seen pictures of her, and she looks like this. She looks like this is her right here, basically, right? I think she posed a lot for a lot of these photos. You know what I mean? A lot of these refs. And of course, like you know, they add like the musculature and stuff. Like I don't think she's like super ripped or anything, but like her face and stuff, like they definitely use her face. You can see like there's a kind of like a similar anatomy to this girl too, right? But yeah, dude, she's attractive, dude. All right, she's Julie Bell. She's pretty attractive, dude. So that really helps with creating great artwork. I like this character a lot. I don't know who she is, but like there's like this pirate character, and then there's this character who I guess maybe time travels or something, right? She's just here for a pirate adventure. But this outfit is really, really nice. I like that. Awesome, dude. Wow, look at that. This is so cool. Who's this guy? Shiva? I don't know. Yo, like, dude, he about to scoop that nutsack. Just, dude, damn, dude. He's like, no, not my nutsack. Who is this guy? Who is this guy? It's like some ninja. I hate the zoom here. It looks like a, because he has these like the little things that look like Batman's things, but maybe not. I don't know. Either way, really, really cool. Wow. I'm telling you, dude, you gotta respect the render, dude. You gotta respect it. Oh. Nope. 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 There we go. Okay. Zoom in. Let's see. Who is this? Who is this girl? Who is this woman? I do not know. I am not sure. Her knee looks a little strange. But, you know, this piece is pretty good, dude, overall. I wish I knew who the character was. But I like, you know, I like the redhead. We got a little bit, you know, we got the sexy, very nice. Oh my fucking god. Oh my god, stop, please. I hate this program, okay, if you guys haven't noticed. Stop. Oh my god. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna leave it at like this zoom level, because this is like good, but not too far zoomed in, okay? And then we don't have to deal with this bullshit anymore. Yeah, the comp's pretty good, you know. I like that. Like she's very center, right? Which people are very against. You know, people are like, oh, things in the center, dude. Oh, that's undynamic, dude. And it's like, listen, dude, things could be centered, dude. You know what I mean? Got a nice like triangular composition right here. Very nice. Pyramidal, I guess. We have Le Hulk, right? Surprisingly, looking very human, you know. This looks like he doesn't look. He just looks like a big man. You know, he doesn't look like Hulk, like, you know. And I feel like, you know, that almost in a way it's kind of showing like some of the limitations of certain artists, right? Like I feel like Julie, you can tell that she really needs. She uses the anatomy as a backdrop. You know what I mean? She's really connected to human-like anatomy, right? Which, you know, because of that adherence, it may be harder for her to like accentuate, you know, right? To like, you know, like freaking, like, remember the Captain America that was like just like 90% pectoral, right? For artists who are very attached to anatomy, you hardly ever see that, right? And so like as a result, you know, like Hulk here doesn't look quite as Hulk as he could. You know what I mean, right? Because it's all within the anatomy, right? You know what what she should have done? She should have shrunk the head, right? Should have shrunk the head. Not saying it's bad, okay? Like, obviously, but you know, if we're talking about, you know, artists and their different like kind of preferences and stuff like that, this is one of those. This is one of those things that exists, right? Obviously, all her work is fantastic, right? I'm not like saying anything against her work. I'm just saying, I'm just using this to show that like that skill doesn't necessarily mean like that she has every thing in her pocket. You know what I mean? Right? She has render in her pocket, right? There's a lot of artists who are really good at rendering, right? But not necessarily good in other skills. You know what I mean? Maybe, you know, like obviously now, like her work now is like wow, like really fantastic. Okay. And you know, even back then it's fantastic, but you know, there are limitations, and for other people who don't do this kind of work, they might have an edge design wise over her, right? And so it's like, you know, it means that there's a huge sea of, like, you know, tastes, options, changes, right? And like styles and stuff like that. And you can succeed in every one of them, right? Doing your own thing, right? You don't have to make this level of stuff, right? Obviously that's true, but like you shouldn't let it intimidate you, because one person's design aesthetic is not the same as somebody else's, right? Who's this character? I think this is what's her fucking name from no, wait, this is Marvel, so never mind. Actually, maybe, you know, Katana, I think, yeah, maybe that's her, because she has like the white face. This is cool. I like the composition. I like the rising sun in the background and stuff. But I don't like pale faces. Okay, and like with red lips, like I don't know. It's just, to me, it doesn't look natural. But like, you know, that's the character, so you know, it's not her fault, right? Oh, nope. God damn it. Alright, we got Magneto. I really like her Magneto, dude. Oh my fucking god. There we go. You see him ripping through this this metal right here, probably into the ship. You see, oh, I like that she added this kind of like this background here, almost like futuristic. I think that's Magneto City, the Nova Scotia. I can't remember what it's called. This is cool. But here, I don't know, like, I feel like you could see like some of the design, like, so what works in line, and in like a more comic, like stylized, might not work in real life or in something that's super realistic, because like this thing around his neck, right? I don't know, it feels kind of silly. You know what I mean? It feels kind of silly to have, right? It looks good, the render's good, and like, you know, I don't really but I don't really like notice it that much. But like as like a designer, as someone who's like okay, what's like the practicality of this outfit? It doesn't translate as well when you're making something super realistic, because then it just looks like a hey, what is this thing around you, dude? What's the use of that? You know what I mean? Right? Of course, it's Magneto, so you could, you know, bend it or whatever, but it just doesn't look as cool, right? That's why, like, I feel like there's, you know, when you see like the new Marvel movies and stuff like that, they can't wear the classic outfit. They have to redesign it. You know what I mean? And like maybe take elements from the classic design and then incorporate it into the more realistic suit, because, you know, comics don't translate to real life just as, you know, as well, right? So in this case, I'd see, like, you know, there's like this big honking metal thing, right? In real life, you wouldn't be wearing that, right? So like if they adapted this outfit into like a movie, they would need to change it somehow or make it more practical. You know what I mean? Right? And that's just another part of design. Yeah, but it's still cool. I think I like this piece a lot. This is very strong. Okay, so we got the Devilman right here. And see, there you go. See, this is where something like these gauntlets, and you know what I mean, they fit better. You know what I mean? Like they're not really like overly complicated, or like, and they fit like a more fantasy realm. You know what I mean? Yeah. But you know, like the finish is really good as always, right? With Julie Bell, but I like in terms of design, I'm like, yeah, I'm not really like the biggest fan of this one, but I don't think that's like her fault. I'm sure this is like a character that she's trying to represent. Hold on, give me a second. You see why I hate this program? There we go. All right. So let us move on. Let's see. So we got, hold on, let me zoom in. This looks like, for some reason I think of the, trolls or whatever, the what are those things called? The little goblins that, like, you can't feed them? I can't remember. Well, we got this cool, like, silver flower right here. Yeah. Oh, is this, hold on. Is that like is that an Apple Watch? No, there's no way. It's some kind of, like, futuristic watch. Hold on. Yeah, this is made in 97, so... I don't know. I don't put dates on my work, but maybe I should, dude. It's kind of a cool way to date your work, right? Or to kind of show like, oh, it was this during this year, right? And then you could just think about like what you were doing that year. Alright, sorry about that. A little bit of technical difficulties, but we are back. Let's see. So we got a centaur man, I guess, leading these teenagers to a distant land. I guess maybe she's injured, it's like, huh. What the fuck's going on here? It's a cool image though. I like I love the finish right here. See the horse, the horse anatomy is way better in this one. Yeah, I don't know. I like this finish overall. It feels like, I don't know, like less labored. You know what I mean? It feels kind of like Norman Rockwell-ish. You know what I mean? You see like these drapes kind of fade. That's nice. There's a better hierarchy of detail here, right? I feel like we're supposed to be looking right here. And there's other stuff it's pretty detailed, but the composition I think is working much better, yeah. Nice. I don't know, I like this a lot. I like that ass too, like damn. She got some booty in there, dude. And then that guy's like, yo, look at that ass, dude. He's like, the what? the ass? My favorite. That's pretty cool. Let's zoom out. Get the overall feel. This is cool. Yeah. Though, here we go. Here's an issue, right? Because I'm a nitpicker, right? I'm a nitpicker. This is really nice, but again, it has that like unnecessarily like muscly, right? Which I think is my kind of like issue, right? Because like the muscles are good, like no doubt, right? But this is a dragon, like it would have like it would have scales, you know what I mean? Something to like break up the muscle on top, right? And so like oh, let me go back. Ooh, whoa, hey, get a little risque over there. Hold on, give me a second. Gotta finish this image first. I like the colors though. I like the colors overall. But yeah, Maybe this could be like, you know, it could be like a water dragon. You know what I mean? Like I could just, you know, that could be the reason, right? Oh, wait, no, you see scales on the tail, right? Well, then, I don't know. Maybe I'm just being nitpicky, dude. This is obviously good work. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah, whatever. We'll just continue on. So we got a beautiful man and a beautiful woman, right? Sitting on some rocks, ready to you know, have it out, right? Got a nice little pirate boat in the background, dude. This looks like one of those like adventure, like adventure, like romance novels. You know what I mean, right? Where you like, you know, you have a man from like the U.S., right, and a woman from another country. Ooh, you know, and the like, you know, they meet and have a romantic outing, right? Yeah, I could totally see this as like a cover for like a women's romance novel. You know what I mean, right? Yeah, you know, he packing, dude, and she packing, dude. You know, so nothing wrong with that. Yeah. And as you can see, I feel like Julie, she really excels in the flesh, okay, in the figure department, right? Very, very nice. Okay. Let's see. So we got. See, this ink work is a little bit better, right? That previous one, like that Vampirella one, not the best, dude. Not the best. This one's better. This is definitely a lot lighter, right? I like this kind of like this like golden shoe right here, this gilded shoe. That's pretty good. Yeah, this is way better. Oh, and here's that illustration we saw earlier. You know, I gotta say, hold on, fucking, come on. You know what, let's do, no, let's drag, there you go. So, I really like circular composition, dude, right? Like, it's such a, I don't know, it's so cool, you know what I mean? Like I like square, I like circle, you know, I feel like they're very, very strong shapes, right? And this is, you know, this really plays well into the circle, right? And I don't know, it feels like a little, like you're almost looking at like a crystal ball, like this is you in the future, you know, you'll be fucking using lightning powers and fighting giant tigers, right? You know, this tiger, it kind of reminds me of the tigers in Berserk, you know, when they have like the demon tigers and they break into the Faranese household, right? Yeah, this is cool. This is definitely Frazetta-esque, right? I like that. I think like right here, this is when Julie is, you know, in her element, right? This is it right here. Super nice. I like that. You got a nice figure. You got a nice beast, right? You got some cool foliage, right? You can see these shapes right here. Totally Frazetta, dude. Come on. But that's some good work right there, dude. Okay. Oh, hold on. Zoom out. Okay. It looks like we have some older women, right? Some more mature, right? But they seem like Amazons almost, because they seem really ripped as well, you know. So if you want someone of the more mature fashion, right, and the ripped as shit, dude, you know, this is a strong woman. Okay, this is the patriarch right here. Okay, or not patriarch, the matriarch. Okay, right. And you can see right here that they're almost represented behind them by the beasts. You know, like, you know, right here we got this woman. She's a tiger, right? This woman, she's a panther, right? But we all know that they're both cougars. All right. Yeah. Definitely some strong female characters right here. All right. I think these are like elder Amazon women or some shit, dude. Damn, dude. I think Benjamin Franklin would like them, right? He has a whole little little document about the benefits of older women, right? And I think he would have loved them too, you know. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Okay. Like I was saying, if you like the older women, okay, like, you know, she's got you covered, dude. Okay, or uncovered. Damn, dude. Look at that. What is this right here? This is like a cool trident too. I love how like this is this old naked woman, dude, and then, you know, we just see this trident, and it's like that's why I pay attention, dude. You know, I feel like I always like look at like the other details first. You know, I'm like, all right, titties, yeah. You know, like I love them. I've seen them. You know what I mean? I'm a great patron of the titties, dude. But look at that trident, dude. You know. Yeah, this is a good piece. You know, this is definitely gonna get me flagged, but a good piece, dude. Right? I feel like she's probably like one of their like a patron or something, or a client. You know, she's like, paint me naked, show me in my glorious battle armor. Okay. Let's zoom out. Hold on. Let's see. So we got the birth of an angel right here. You know, we got a naked woman, right? Maybe. Oh, god damn it. Maybe maybe another older woman, right? Who's ripped, right? Like. There's something that shows like age, like the hair maybe, right? But you can see she's growing out this wing, you know, and then like within the wing there is like the universe in there, which is pretty cool, dude. That's some cool imagery. Like the figure, really good. You know, like the finish, that's good. Though one thing that I feel like would have been good is to see the the transition from her body to the wing. You know what I mean? Because there's like usually an attachment, you know, from the wing to the back, right? But here it's just like kind of like the body and then like the wing on top of it, right? Which is, you know, it's cool, but I think it would have been more effective if she showed some kind of like like the because there's like the skinny part of the wing at the very end, you know, that attaches to the bird, right? So I feel like that would have been effective if she attached that to the shoulder blade or something. You know what I mean? Because right now, like the placement of it seems just like a little strange, right? Because I feel like the wings should be like on the like upper part of the shoulder. You know what I mean? For it to make sense, it's kind of like in the lower spot, you know. But yeah, you know, I'm nitpicking, right? That's what I do. But pretty good. I like the colors and everything. It's really badass. Ooh, this is, wow. This is fantastic right here. This is wow. Let's take a closer look. Why don't you take a closer look? So we have this kind of like fountain, right? This like elven fountain with a beautiful elvish girl, right? Holding this like water pot, right? You can see the fountain at work right here, as she spills water on these skulls. Very nice. And you got the background looking really nice, very good. There's some nice abstraction right here. I like that. You see, I'm telling you, dude, hierarchy of detail, dude. Right? It's really important because you know, we focus on the face, right, and on the figure, right, but then the background kind of fades back a little bit, right, and it pulls you in. Like I would almost argue that she should have like even like made the skulls like more abstract, you know what I mean, and so that we just focus right on the figure, right? But it's okay. This is good. This is definitely one of her better pieces right here. I love this, and I like that like kind of like gold mixed with the green, and you get this nice underlit warmth, right, from the reflected light, and that's really nice. Definitely one of her stronger pieces, and I feel like the palette is like more limited too, so you get these nice this nice kind of overall color composition as well. This is good. let me zoom out a little more. I want to see the whole thing. Yeah, that's a good one, dude. Yeah, the way she sketches, it's kind of like it reminds me of Da Vinci. No, of what's his name? Michelangelo, who draws very like walnut sack, right? I wish I could get rid of this stupid line right here. Like, I've looked in the options and I can't find what this is, you know? Hold up. You know what? I'm gonna see if I could remove this. Give me a second. Okay, so we got this samurai guy, who I think this one looks a lot better, right? I think Julie's works way better when it's just like a central figure, you know what I mean? So there's not too much going on, right? Sometimes it's a little clusterfucky, but this one's definitely nice. I like this one a lot. Yeah, I like that like purple against like this kind of orangish yellow. That's a nice color scheme right there. Is that Wolverine? I don't know. It kind of like looks like Wolverine a little bit, but I don't know. Oh, and here's I guess, is that him older? I guess so. I think this is when he's older, right? He has he's got a katana now, right? Instead of this is more of like a European blade, right? Or a Chinese blade. Yeah. And this is a katana. Okay. This was pretty cool. Not much to say. Alright, sorry about that. Just had a little phone call, right? You know how my videos like to get interrupted all the time, every day, all the time. Alright, let's just move on. Fuck, I don't give a shit about that one. Oh, damn, dude. Alright, we got some spice right here, dude. Yeah. See, Julie's work is so good, dude, but then it's like fucking... Oh, hold on. And then it's like 40-year-old woman face, right? I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry, guys. You know, if you like the older women, right, you wouldn't have a problem. But I don't know. They're just too real. They're just too like, it's like almost like, I don't know. Like there should be some more idealization. She does it with the figure, which is kind of cool, right? That gun is horrible. Okay. This is a really bad gun, alright? Like, yeah, I feel like I'm starting to see, like, her weaknesses, you know what I mean? As an artist, right? Like, she's really good at render, but maybe not so good with, like, structure, you know what I mean? I feel like that's why you're not really seeing many, like, you know, crazy perspective drawings or anything like that, right? Yeah. This gun is really bad. I know that this is supposed to be like an M4, right? And I've seen a lot of M4s, dude, and that does not look like one. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, over reliance on render. Structure can be questionable, you know. Overemphasis on anatomy, right? Even through clothing, right? That's the thing that bothers me. Because like right here, you could see like every vein in his hands, right? And clearly he's wearing like gloves, but it doesn't really feel like it. You know what I mean? But the work is good, you know. The work is good. It's like it's there, right? Like you can't deny that. But it's not not particularly to my taste, right? You can see right here, like, oh, this is an image where the perspective is ambiguous, right? The background is ambiguous too, right? So the character doesn't feel so grounded in the environment. Yeah. See, that's why a lot of people do like organic environment, right? Because like most of the time it's like oh, this could be a hill, or this could be, you know what I mean, like it could be anything. Whereas like, you know, something like streets, buildings, stuff like that, you need good perspective, right? This is a good image. I'm not gonna say this is a bad one though. This is definitely better. Just compositionally, and like, you know, I focus on the main figure mostly, right, and everything else kind of like fades a little bit. So this is one of the better ones, definitely. Yeah. All I'm gonna say is that you can't impress me with just render, guys. All right. You can't impress me with just render. If anything, you can impress me with how little render you do, but you like having it there, right? See, this one's a little bit fresher, right? I like that. But it's still, like, you can see all the veins in the hands and shit, you know? Yeah, but this is better. It's a little bit more pulled back a little bit, you know? So you could look at it better. I don't know. I can't really just describe, like, it's easier on the eyes, basically. See, this is, like, too much, right? It's a little too much. And I don't know, he feels kind of, he feels separated from the lighting in the background, right? Like, what's creating this light right here? You know what I mean? Like, it's cool, it's visually cool, you know what I mean? But, like, it doesn't really make sense in the environment that he's in, right? Like, I don't know, there's nothing putting him in the environment, is what I'm saying. He's just like this, like, it looks like this is a painting with, like, these guys right here, with these Indians right here. And then this guy was kind of like photoshopped on top of this image, right? You know what I mean? Like, it's like, you gotta put your character in the environment, dude. See, this is really cool, again, but once again, very, like, ambiguous natural environment, right? Like, you know, you don't place the characters, you put them in a manner that's just like an arrangement, so it it's like, oh, it might kind of make sense right here, but you put this little foreground element, and then you're like, oh, you put the foot, and it's like, okay, now it's grounded, right? But in actuality, not really. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's a you know, it's a cool little trick, right? But you know, if you do it too much, people are gonna start noticing. You know what I mean? Right? And like, what is this moon exactly? Right? What is this sky? You know, like I feel like her backgrounds can use some work, right? And that like I said, dude, like there should be more hierarchy, right? Because the eye focuses on one spot, right? Ideally in a painting, you have the focal point, right? Maybe you could have like multiple focal points, right? But you also have like less detail, right? See this background? That's less detailed, so that's kind of working, right? But then you have all this like brush up here, right? That has like every little, you know, right? And this guy's clothes, like every little fold, you know, the rope here, every little, there's not, there's not a spot where like you lose it, right? Or you lose the edge, right? Or it's like simplified, right? I feel like a lot of the beauty of art is the simplification of things, right? Like how can you make a shirt feel like a shirt while also not feeling like a shirt at the same time, right? Like that's, to me, that's the key, right? Like overly detailed is like, it's not really impressive to me, because that just takes time. That just takes render, it takes good reference, you know what I mean? Right? But those things you could get easily, right? I'm an artist who believes in like knowing when to stop, right? And not like you know, now it's perfectly smooth, that's perfectly, you know, right? Because then you have to like make everything like that, you know what I mean? And that's what happened here, right? And like, I don't know, like it's cool, it's visually impressive, but like it doesn't really speak to me, you know what I mean? Like I feel like the best art is the art where you see something and you don't, and you could see stuff that doesn't exist, right? And like it shows like the chaos, right? The ether, right, through the work, you know what I mean? Right? That's why I like things like Ashley Wood, where it's like you're seeing the void, right? And this is like the opposite of that, where you see like almost like no void at all. You see no ether. All you see is like the solid what do you call it, thing in front of you. You know what I mean? Like the shirt is a shirt. It's not a paint stroke, it's a shirt, right? You know what I mean? This pants is not paint, it's not like a bunch of paint, it's just a pants. It's just literally pants, right? And like if you zoom in, you don't see any like any brush work or anything like that, right? Stop, please, stop. Okay. Yeah, you see no brush work, you know? And like, you know, I like realistic stuff, right? I like well executed realistic stuff, right? But this is, it's I feel like even Frazetta like didn't go this far into like all the detail everywhere, you know? So I don't know. Like I'm sure I think Julie's work is much better now, but like, you know, this can show like the flaws of even like, you know, highly rendered stuff. You know what I mean? Let's see. Let's zoom out. I don't know. I don't know about this picture. I don't know. It's something like I like the cool like perspective thing, but like I feel like compositionally it's kind of weak, right? It's a little, I don't know. Why am I being so harsh, dude? Like I don't really get it. Like this, like it's just something about this work that I just don't like, right? It's funny because like I came in, like I remember I was looking at her work like earlier, and I was like wow, this is really good, right? But I guess, like I said, the more you look at someone's work, the more you start realizing like what they're about, you know, right? And like I don't know, I've seen a lot of artists like this, right, who are like everyone's like whoa, dude, they're so good, dude, because they could capture a photo really well, you know what I mean? But in like reality, you know what I mean, like it's not quite as good as people want it to be. Like, see, this stuff is cool, like these cool effects and stuff, like yeah, like that's awesome. It's just is this Star Trek? Like that looks like a, I don't know, it looks like an Uzi mixed with like one of the ray guns. I don't know. Her work is good. You know, it's good. It's just it's just not to my taste. Let's see what's going on here. See, I like how her fake guns look better than her real guns. Oh, here's another weird thing, right? Like, I don't know. He's jumping out, but why is it like the building? You know what I mean? I guess it's just a background thing, right? Yeah. Oh, and she does the ultra Dutch angle all the time, right? That's something that I don't like. I definitely don't like. Just, you know, because if you like, I remember in like the Cowboy Bebop show, the new one, like every angle is like Dutch angle. You know, it's like it's unnecessary. Her head's a little small, right? Yeah, it's also just these little things, man. You know. All these things. This is a good one though. This is a better one. The composition is a little better, right? I don't know. Yeah, I'm just not overly impressed by people whose like one skill is render, you know what I mean? And of course, like obviously she has like way more other skills, right? Like she can compose and she could do multiple figures, and that takes work, dude. But I wish she would just like do it a little bit less, you know what I mean? Like make it less finished, I guess, or stop overworking it, right? I think that's my main complaint with her work. It's like it feels overworked. Because like everything's smooth and you know what I mean. It's like this one's cool though. I like this one. I like this girl. But yeah. Like leave something for the imagination. You know, leave something in the ethereal, right? Yeah. Oh, dude, her arm. Oh my god. Look, what is happening with that arm, dude? What the, like, she has like a tiny arm, like, eek! And like it's also like broken. Like, what the fuck, dude? Oh, look at her arm. Oh, that's fucked up too. Dude, this is not even like foreshortened. Like, what's wrong? What's happening right here? It looks like someone like telekinetically broke her arm, because like this one looks normal, right? You see this arm? Ooh, nice and normal, and then you know, yeah. I'm telling you guys, this is what people like, dude. They like that overly rendered, a bunch of folds everywhere, you know. Yeah, I'm sorry, Julie. This is your early work, so don't take too much offense, dude. You know, because it's good. It's good. It's just like it could be better, right? There's little things that I notice, and see that's a thing about making work that's so highly rendered, right, and so highly detailed, right? Is that when there's mistakes, they're so easy to notice, right? Right, like look at this. Look at this this arrow right here, right? It's like, notice how it's like his hands like clipping through the bow right here, right? And she didn't resolve this right here, you know. Yeah. I don't want to nitpick everything, but I don't know. This reminds me of my review for the Ghost of Tsushima art book, where I was like, well, it was the opposite problem, where the guy was like not remotely skilled enough. You know what I mean? But Julie, she's skilled, but like, you know, I could see her weaknesses, right? And they're very subtle, right? But if you look closely, right, you could tell, right? Yeah, it's weird because like she really emphasizes anatomy while also like having anatomy issues, right? Yeah, and composition, right? Composition is like, I think she has an issue with composition, right? Like right here, like this gun is completely obscured by this figure right here, and like they're getting each other's way, so like I thought like it's hard to tell which leg this woman is standing on, right? Because I thought this was her, like, okay, so if you were in her position, I thought this was the left leg, right? But this is the right leg, and then, you know, her other leg is being obscured, right? Yeah. And then she likes doing the whole, like, you know, double moon, double circle thing, right? And I feel like that's kind of like a crutch, almost, to frame your characters correctly, you know what I mean? Oh, this one's good. Yeah, this one's better. Yeah, see, like her stuff is so good when it's like one figure, one point of focus, right? When there's multiple figures, when there's too much going on, it all falls apart, right? And you know what? She actually looks young. She actually looks better right here, and the focus is maintained, right? You know, it's a little bit sexy too. Yeah, 95. Wow, this is earlier too. Yeah, I like work that feels not too labored. You know what I mean? Hold on, let me. Nope. Zoom out. Man, this review is it's going places, man. You know, it's this is cool. Though his face feels like, I don't know, feels like it doesn't belong. See, that's the thing, like this metal, it feels very like I guess like comic booky, you know, stylized, and then you see the face and it's like really realistic, and like it doesn't really fit the look that's going on right here. You know what I mean? Like, I would expect like a little bit more stylized face, right? Is that fucking... Alright, this is funny. Alright, I'll give this to you. You know? But it does have that weird effect, you know, where it's like it feels like a photoshopped face, you know what I mean? Yeah. See, this wouldn't be a problem if she kind of like didn't over-render, right? But I like the idea, you know, this is obviously a Seinfeld parody, right? Oh, come on, dude, you didn't make an R2-D2, what's his name? Yeah, it's good, but like I said, it just feels like this like Photoshop, you know, thing, right? See, Newman's face, that's good. That's good, because she put like other colors and stuff, right? Yeah. Oh, what is that? Is that something that's less finished, you know? And see, like, doesn't that feel like already better, right? You know, like it's like it's more ethereal, you know what I mean? Still, I would argue there's like some parts that are like, you know, a little bit, it's obviously this is not like over rendered, you know, but like she's going to the highlights way too quickly, you know, but this is probably just a study. Yeah, but Yeah, her her figure work, like, I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of it, right? Like in terms of like when she's like doing the practice figure work. Like I feel like she doesn't have like her anatomy's not that good, but she likes drawing every fold of skin, you know. This looks like a Roman statue or something. Okay. Yeah, I guess she works on with pastels. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not too impressed. Okay, I'll be honest. I'm not too impressed by these. This one I actually like. This one is cool. The face is done well. It's a nice render level and it feels good. This, like, the other ones, they don't feel the best. Whatever. That one's whatever. Also whatever. This one's a little bit better. This one's a little bit better. Let me zoom out. Hold on. This one's okay. I like the I like the body. The face is not quite there yet. This one's cool. This one has like some charm to it. Yeah. Though her hip is like what the fuck's going on there? This one's better. This one definitely feels a lot better. Yeah, see, it's all these little, like, it's all these subtle things, man. This is not very good. This is okay. Because I've taken figure drawing classes, dude, and I've taken you know, and I've seen people, like, I've drawn better figure drawings than these, right? And I've seen better. This is better. This is definitely okay, but like, you know what? She's missing like all of the midtones. I think that's my issue, right? Like when she has like the midtones. Hold on. Yeah, see this one, like, I don't know. This one has more midtones, but like, yeah, this one, right? This one has like some more midtones. Yeah, this is the one I wanted to look at. See, this one has like a lot more, right? But you should, like, oh, and her anatomy's off right here with the knee, but that's okay. It's just a figure drawing. Yeah, but when she does stuff like this, where it's like almost like the light is like 100%. Sorry about hitting the mic. I'm not the biggest fan, dude. Yeah. She's a good painter, but her anatomy is ain't the best. You know, and like, you know, every artist has their weaknesses, right? I'm just trying to like point out that, like, you know, Julie, she's really good in certain regards, but she's weak in other regards. Like, see right here, the lack of midtones makes the body feel flat, right? Despite having like a little bit of shading on the side, you know, it's the I don't know. And like right here, like it's not appealing, you know, like as my teacher would say, why would you put that in the book, you know, right? Because like these are what you think are really good figure drawings, you know what I mean, right? Because like, you know, this is Kevin Weiss, by the way, who, you know, really good figure drawing, right? He's really good at that, right? So there's like, you know, there's definitely works that are like, I would say are questionable, right? This one's okay. This one's okay. Her face is a little off, right? Yeah. And that's the thing, like, you know, you want your piece to have that, like, that magic, you know, that, like, oh, there you go, right? Don't touch it anymore. It's a beautiful drawing, right? Finished or unfinished, right? It's like there's that spot where you leave it, right? And I don't know. I feel like she's just working it too much, you know? Yeah. Whoa, what the fuck? Sumse and Penner, okay. Yeah. But as you can see, there's more art fantastiques, you know, out there. Yeah. Alright, so let's find an image to end on, and we can enter the review portion for the art of Julie Bell. Let's see. Alright guys, let us enter the review portion for the art of Julie Bell, right? Yeah, you know, I would like, you know, this review has been a little negative, right? You know, and I want to address and say, like, you know, Julie Bell, very talented artist, right? This is her more early work, right, which is very, very impressive, right, for her early work, right? But I wanted to make a point, right? I wanted to make a point and show that, like, you know, render is not everything, okay? There are a lot of elements to painting that you need, to experience and learn and to understand, like, and like maybe then you'll like understand my point of view, right? Like, I'm sure many of you who are younger artists, right, you'll see Julie Bell's work and be blown away and just like wow, look at all that detail, look at all that beautiful render, right? But that's not everything, right? Render is not everything, though a lot of people think it is, right? Because it's a skill that people want, they desire. That, like, when you don't have it, that's all you want, right? But there are other things that are more important: design, shape, color, right? Composition, right? And you know, anatomy, right? Like there's so many other things, and like abstraction, you know what I mean? Like this is work that I see a lot of artists who are considered good make, right? And I'm not saying Julie Bell's bad. She's, like, you know, far from it. Look at her work, right? But she is for me a classic example of someone who overworks, right? Who's like, every little, gotta make it perfect, you know, and like if you're going that route, then there's better people, right? And like, you know, like, I don't know, I don't like that kind of work, right? So like, maybe it's just a personal taste of mine, right? But I don't want to see every like gene fiber. I don't want to see every like vein in your hand, right? I feel like the beauty of painting is how to say a lot with less, right? And this is the opposite mantra, where it's saying like, I want to say everything perfectly so that you see it perfectly, right? And like, I don't know, there's like, it doesn't leave, like, for me there's no sense of play, right, as an artist, right? And like, I feel like the greatest artists, they combine the realistic with the abstract, right? Where like the audience has to like kind of imagine some of the art, right? You know, like the masters, right? Like even like someone like Sargent isn't like this detailed, right? And you know, hierarchy of detail, really important, really important. That's something that people don't really focus on, you know what I mean? So like an artist like Julie Bell, right? Like, and I know like some of you might be artists like this, right? Like, where it's like you make work that is incredible in one regard, right? And like it's so like in that one aspect, it's so good that people don't pay attention to the other aspects, right? And you know, it's almost harder for those kinds of artists to get the feedback they need, right? Or know the things that they need to do to improve, right? Like imagine being good and like all you get is praise, right? I'm not saying that she has, you know, like, you know, I'm just talking about like examples that like I've known, right? And then the work isn't quite there, you know what I mean, right? Like a more experienced person would notice, you know what I mean, these things, right? Or someone who's willing to like look at something and like there's something off and I don't know exactly what, but it's off, right? And understand that, like, you know, like the thing that you push in your work, right, can be like, it doesn't have to be render, okay? You know, that's not the end all be all, right? In fact, a lot of artists, they start off super high detail render, right? Like some of the greats, right? And then as their career goes on, they learn to become more and more abstract, right? Because there's more power in it, you know what I mean? This is like very solid, you know, but I can't tell the difference between this and like a really rendered digital painting, you know what I mean? That's kind of my problem with digital paintings, right? Where it's like everything is like perfect, right? You know what I mean? And this is in that vein, right? And so, like, you know, don't focus too much, dude. Don't focus too much on like every little detail, right? Learn to do like just enough, like, and that's it, you know. And it feels good, and it's like it feels fresh, and like that's it, right? Don't copy your heroes too much, right? You could see, like, in the artist DNA of her DNA, there is Frazetta, right? But maybe there's too much Frazetta, right? Where you like your work doesn't look separate from his, you know what I mean? You need to pull from a lot of different sources, right? And also, like, you know, I'm sure her like, you know, the weaknesses were you know, pulled up from that, right? Clearly she's successful, you know, so like who gives a fuck about like me and what I'm saying on the internet, right? But I want you guys, like, if you're listening to this, like, you know, you can learn from this, right? And understand that, like, you know, like, maybe you're not so good at like render, but maybe you're good at something else, right? And like, you know, the render will get there, you know, it'll get there one day, you know what I mean? But like, you got to remember your other principles, your other skills, right? And once you get those skills down, once you've had a mastery of all the skills, right, then you can start making some real artwork, you know what I mean? And practice those things, you know, evolve, right? Like, a lot of artists, like, they're really good, but some they don't evolve at all, right? Not saying like, you know, Julie hasn't evolved. I see her later work, she's evolved clearly, right? So her work is like, you know, she's worked on her weaknesses, you know what I mean? But, you know, what I'm saying is, like, you know, if you're a really good artist from like early in your career, right? You know, you have the talent. You're maybe considered like a prodigy. You know what I mean, right? I've met those artists, right? Right? And the thing that weakens them is other people's like either condemnation, right, because they're better than them, and jealousy, right, or overly praise, right? And like, if they're really good, if they're actually like, you know, like someone like an artist in their mentality, they don't want that. They want the critique. They want like, hey, what's wrong with this, you know? And a lot of people, they're not brave enough to point it out because like, well, this is beautiful, you know. It's like, and then you'll just look like you're nitpicking, right? You know, which is exactly what, you know, what happened right here, you know. But no one's safe, dude. Okay, especially from my my critiques. You know what I mean? But her work is fantastic. Okay, obviously it's beautiful. Obviously it's really well made stuff, right? But there are little things here and there that it kind of bothers me. Kind of, you know, like I don't like that. You know, I like work that's just like simply good, right? I think that's the power of you know, the masters. You know, where it's like something so beautiful, so delightful, and done so simply, right? But that's just my taste, right? Yeah. This book, I haven't been able to really find it, you know, like I don't know. I don't know if like if it's really like for sale anymore, right? But you know, it's a German book, right? You know, like you know, if you guys want to see this book, it's obviously in this subreddit as always. But yeah, like you know, don't emphasize too much on detail, right? Figure out what to make detailed and what not to make detailed, right? And then like have the focus from there go out and be less as you go out, right? Hierarchy of detail, guys. Okay, if there's one thing to learn from this is a hierarchy of detail, right? This is like there is no hierarchy of detail. The detail is just, you know, this is not a good example because it's like a little bit more there's more hierarchy, but in the other pieces, you know what I'm talking about, right? But yeah, I think I can end the review here, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like, hit that subscribe, check out my Princeton Patreon if you want to support the channel. Ring that bell for notification, leave a comment, tell me how you guys feel about Julie Bell's work, right? Am I being too nitpicky? You know, am I wrong in my assessment? You know what I mean? Like, you know, do you like this kind of work, right? I'm like, you know, it's, for me, it's very, you know, I don't know, right? All that bullshit. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks a lot.